So this is the third time I'm going to try to shoot this and upload it for YouTube. It keeps getting blocked. They don't want me to leave very much of the video and the audio together when I react to this. So I'm just going to have to play you teeny little bits, but I'm so excited to talk about it with you because this was an amazing performance. I did upload a full uncut listen through over on Patreon and a deep dive stop-start analysis of the singing. But I'm just going to give you the highlights over here because that's all I can really show you on YouTube. So let's check this out. This was really interesting. So Lisa, Doja Cat, and Raye, who did an amazing collab on a song Born Again a couple weeks ago, did another collab here on the James Bond medley from the Oscars. And I just want to break it down a little bit with you all. Lisa started it off, and we're just going to play a little teeny bit of it right here so you can hear it.
When you were young and your heart was an open book.
All right, so her singing throughout this, it was very light. It was sort of, introductory to the song. It was like we're opening up the world of this song. It wasn't a lot of big fireworks in the singing. Very straight tone. You could hear her sound right there. Very airflowy. Very. She has a little bit of gapping of her vocal folds, which gives us that dreamy, airflowy, introspective type of a tone. Hear that?
Was an open book.
And then she gets a little brassier here later on when she goes up higher. Hear that? So she was mixing. She was a little lighter and windier, and then she got brassier throughout, but very straight tone, not a lot going on with the sound, really accessible, very warm. Her dancing, her performing were fantastic. She sounded good, really straightforward. Not a lot of fancy stuff going on like we had with Doja Cat and Raye. It was really solid. And, from what I know about her, she's predominantly, I believe, in Blackpink. She's a rapper who's now started singing as opposed to Doja Cat, the way she sings in this, it's like she's a singer who raps. And Raye, Raye is like one of the most prolific vocal coordinated singers that I think is out there right now. So, Lisa did a great job singing. And now, we're getting into the powerhouses, okay? So Doja Cat, she was like a throwback. Both her and Raye were like these amazing throwback singers. Like it literally felt like throwback singers from like the 70s Bond songs, just very good. Sliding between notes. Doja Cat was so easy in her body when she was singing. Let me just show you a little bit of her here.
Diamonds are forever.
So she started off like this. It's very diamonds are forever. A lot of brassiness at the start of the phrase and then backing off by the end of the phrase, which is a really common jazzy thing to do. And a lot of the ballads in these James Bond movies are kind of like that. They have a little bit of that jazzy vibe in the way that you sing it. And she channeled that so well.
They are all I need to please me.
See, she had that brassy, then windy type of a thing. Now, I really can't play more because it's going to get messed up, but I just want to, maybe I'll play a little bit of one of the ends of the thing she was doing. Oh.
Touch it, stroke it, and undress it.
I didn't know her voice really well before the Born Again when I listened to it, and that was like a kind of a studio dancey type of a song. This is her singing with a capital S. She's next level. She's an amazing vocalist. Notice her tone quality. It's very bright, very pointy, a lot like Duffy. She reminds me of Duffy as far as her the pitch range of her voice, the height of her tone, like the timbre of her tone is super bright, and she has a very high voice. It's very similar.
I can see
I can pop, pop, pop. Very, very brassy.
every part, nothing hides in the heart to hurt me.
See, and she does that, hurt me, that sort of pulling off, really dynamic contrast, brassy metal in the tone, then windiness in the tone, that coordination of back and forth, mastery, absolute vocal mastery. Now, she does a really cool high note here that I want to see if I can grab at the end. Let's see.
Forever, forever, die.
Actually, there was one thing she did where she went, ah, which was really cool. Let me see if I can find that.
Me, diamonds never lie.
Oh!
Me, for when love's gone.
Right there. She did like a little tilt of her head, and that just little wiggle gave a little destabilization of the pitch and a restabilization for effect. Almost like a trumpet, like just kind of It's kind of bending a note. So cool. And now watch what she does here. So what she did right there, she was brassy, then she jumped up into her head voice and she did a oh, she did it on a covered vowel, and then as she went higher in the note, she opened it up and got more lateral with the vowel. Watch that. That was such cool technique. So using a closed vowel like an oh, when you do that first jump into your head voice, that's a great vowel to do that with, because closed vowels like O's and oo, they push you more into your head voice up there. If she wanted to belt that note and keep it brassy, she would keep that vowel more open when she jumped. But she wanted to do this sort of head voicey thing, so she kept it more covered when she jumped. But then as she ascended, once she jumped into her head voice, she opened the vowels up and made them more lateral, which made them more exciting and made them more bright. If she had kept it, she would have sounded like an opera singer going up if she had done it differently. Listen to that one more time. Amazing. Amazing technique. You need to listen to her sing it all the way through. It's next level. All right, now we're going over to check out Raye. Raye was, they all were amazing, but Raye was my favorite. And you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I'm a huge Raye fan. I think she's a prolific songwriter and singer and performer and just an amazing person. This is the end. Hear that covered, this is the end. She has a lot more internal back throat space than Doja Cat did, as well as Lisa. There's a little more color and depth in her tone. Hold your breath and count to 10. To 10. Hear her using that diction. She's letting a little more pressure build up in those consonants before they pop and come off, so that it creates that angst, that longing, that drama. So good. Feel the earth moving in. Then she does a lot of backing off into the end of the phrase to save excitement for when she wants to get bigger. You're going to notice that when she jumps up, she goes, let the sky fall. And she goes, fall. It's like instead of fall and staying all the way to the end, she closes the fall so that she can decrescendo off into her head mix. By going from a bright vowel like an to an oo, fall, it helps you go from brassy mechanism or metal in your voice to wind. It's a way that you can learn how to do what's called horizontal mixing. Ba, 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 ba. That coordination. By going, it helps you do that smoothly. And she's doing that here. It's so good. Let's see if we can find that spot. Hear my heart burst again. All right, so that again, how she went to the E vowel sound of gain right there instead of again. She didn't keep it open. If she wanted to belt that note and sing it big, she would have kept it open. Again. She would have just opened it up, tilted her head back, and belted. But because she's saving here for what's coming later, she covered that vowel. Again. She shut it down and went to almost like an E vowel instead of an A vowel. Listen to that moment right there. First, again. Right there. So there's that thing I was talking about. How she pulled off. Listen to that. So she was saving. Let's listen to the next phrase. All right, she did the same thing. Crumbles. Because she was pulling back. Now watch the next one. We will stand tall. She didn't do it until she came down. Tall. The top note was brassy belty, then da-da as she came down. Then she closed the vowels down. But she didn't back off of that top note because she wanted it to be brassy. Each phrase was escalating in intensity until that last phrase. Listen to how she belted the brassy note on the top. We will stand tall. See, she kept it lateral. Tall, tall. She didn't go tall. She didn't do that on the top note. She did once she came down. Her technique is next level. I almost got done with this reaction, but there was one other note I had to talk about with you, and if I didn't, I was going to kick myself. This is that note. It's very similar to the note that she ends Oscar-winning Tears with as far as what she does. It's like she goes up to a high note and then bends up to a higher note. Like, we got excited, and then she takes the excitement to another level. Listen to this.
You stand tall.
Goosebumps.
Face it all together when sky falls.
All right, stop in there. Oh my God, right? Oh my God. Like, next level. This is like her thing. She sings a crazy high note and we go, ah! And then she bends up even higher. Let's see if she keeps doing that. Let's see if this is like a Rayeism that we've noticed. Ah! Like, that's her thing. Wow. Okay, I had to show you that too. It's so next level. And I'm not sure I can show much more of this on the YouTube video because the copyright people are locked down on this hard. The Oscars people are really looking at people using this on YouTube right now. So I may have overstayed my welcome already. Fingers crossed that this airs. Last thing I'll show you is at the very end of her singing. She was so expressive and emotional. It was amazing. Oh. You need to go watch this. So if you want to listen through this with me all the way through and get my deeper breakdown of it, come on over to Patreon. That's about all that I can do on YouTube right now because of copyright stuff. I was blown away by it. Absolutely blown away by this. Congratulations, all three of you. It's so exciting to see this collaboration. I can't wait to see what you do more into the future. Woo! All right. Cheers. Thanks for watching.